You asked me what owning my own home would be like, and the only way that I could describe it is complete security. Because there's been a lot of rough times with housing with me. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of years, but I'm so thankful Mom has a house now. She doesn't have to worry about being kicked out anymore.
Home since I was probably a kid, before my mom passed. So she passed when I was 17. So since I was 17, I haven't had the sense of security. And it doesn't really feel real yet until I think when I move in. And everybody here that's build houses and the restore and everything is like a huge family, and it's sad that I'm not going to be doing my hours anymore. And it was a struggle to do the hours because working full time, it's hard. And then certain days you can do it. I have to be available for those days, so it's been a struggle. Like, I have a lot of bad social anxiety, so I remember the first time I ever met Tony, and I didn't even know what he looked like.
She was scared.
I was scared. It was really hard to make the transition to do my first hours because it's hard to meet new people. But once I met Tony and all the volunteers, everybody made me feel immediately like family.
And I don't know how personal, I'm going to get a little personal here, but when I first met you, you started telling me a little bit about your story and having lost both of your parents early.
Yeah.
Your parents owned your home.
Yeah, I was in that home for 19 years.
And then they both passed, and as children you couldn't keep the home.
No, I was actually kind of scared because my dad, he passed when I was 13, my mom when I was 17. And I was scared to call the bank to let them know that my mom passed. Because I was the youngest, so I actually was legal owner of the home. But I didn't know that. I was 17. I was scared to ask questions. So I just attempted to pay the mortgage, and then I lost the house to foreclosure when I was 19. So I was like, I did grab and go. It just wouldn't fit in my car. So I lost pretty much everything of my mom's, everything of mine. So it's like, that sense of security I have not had since my mom was alive.
So, and I remember you telling me you had a daughter at the time too when you didn't really have a house.
Yeah.
I just remember the comment,
Yeah.
I'm determined to never be homeless again.
Yeah, I was homeless for about 2 years. When I was 19, we lost the house to foreclosure. My daughter, my oldest, was 1. So we lived in my car. We lived couch surfed. I ended up in a homeless shelter on the east side of Cleveland for a little bit. So,
and I'm just saying all that not to get into your business, but to show you how determined and how hard Don has worked. Because I think that'll give you all a bigger sense of appreciation for how hard you've worked. Because I know you've all worked really hard.
So she is very determined and hardworking. Can never get her to take a day off of work anymore.
So I had to do.
So again, that's why I think that you guys are heaven on earth, because there's just not a lot of people around that can give you that sense of security and belonging and caring. So we just appreciate all of you, and Don, we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been a long road.